In this video, I'm going to show you how to draw an activity diagram in StarUML. Now, the first thing you have to do, of course, is open a StarUML project. You want to go to File, top left, click on New, and a new project is going to get created. Now, from here, we're actually going to go to Model up top. We're going to hover over Add Diagram, and we're going to click on over here where you can see a bunch of different things. In the middle, it's going to say Activity Diagram. So just click on that, and it's going to populate this field on the left and then this one on the right. You could also go to right click on titled and then go to add diagram and then select activity diagram from here. I just prefer doing it from up here, but really it doesn't matter. It does the exactly same thing. Okay, now that's the first thing. So currently, of course, we have this blank canvas over here into which we're going to draw our diagram. So we're going to model the online food ordering process, but of course you could do whatever you want. It's just going to be an example to hopefully help you understand how these activity diagrams actually work. Okay, so we're going to be modeling this, and the steps in this process are going to include the customer selects food. So customer first will select their food and then they will place the order. The payment is going to be processed, the restaurant will prepare the food, and then the delivery will happen. Okay, so this is basically going to be perfect for the activity diagram because it will show how actions actually flow. So first, to actually begin, we're going to have to add the start node. So from here, from the toolbox, you have to basically go to the initial node, click on here, and then click anywhere. And this is basically going to be just like a small filled circle. In my case, it's just a dot over here, as you can see, and this will represent the start of the activity, the start of our activity diagram. Now, the next step is going to be to actually add actions, okay? So actions are like individual steps or tasks, and these are represented as rectangles with rounded corners, and you have to select them over here on the left where it says actions. So first, we're going to select the action tool. We're going to click on over here. That's our rectangle. And we're going to name this one Select Food. Okay, press Enter. There we go. We have our first one over here. So what we're going to do is basically we're going to connect it from the initial node using the control flow arrow. Okay, so here you want to click on the arrow and then drag from this dot to the select food. And there we go. We do have the arrow. That's the first step, first action we have. Then the second one is going to be place order. So I'm going to click on action, and here I'm going to type in place order. Enter. There we go. And again, we have to basically connect this with the arrow just like this. Very, very simple. And then the next one is going to be process payment. Okay, so we're going to go to action here, process payment. There we go. And then of course we're going to connect this one as well like that. There we go. Very convenient. Then we have prepare food. So we're going to do prepare food. There we go. And we're going to also connect this one as well, just like that. Okay, and then last but not least, we have deliver order. So I'm going to do deliver order. Okay, that's cool. Okay, so this over here is kind of a basically activity diagram we just created. Now, of course, from here you could go and just do a final, and I'm going to click on over here. This is kind of the final one, and you can go and just connect this, and as you can see, this is our activity diagram. So this is the simplest form of doing it. Of course, if you want to be more complicated, or not complicated, but kind of more diversified, and you want to create more complex diagrams, you can also add different decision points. So we're going to do that one right now, and I'm going to show you how to do this. It's actually very simple. So we're going to do here where it says, of course, process payment, we're going to add a decision node, which is basically going to allow us to branch logic. So for example, after a payment processes, we could do payment successful or payment failed. And of course, we could then prepare food or notify customer if, of course, for example, the payment failed. So let me show you how to do this. Now, I'm going to delete this arrow over here with the delete button like keyboard, and I'm going to move this away for a few seconds because we're going to need it later on. And then after process payment, I'm just going to add a decision. So I'm going to click decision and click on over here. And as you can see, this is kind of this diamond shape. So I'm going to leave it over here, and I'm going to actually do control flow and connect it like that. And from here, we're going to do two things. Okay, so we're going to do control flow again, or of course the action. And the first action that could happen after processing payment is that the payment has actually been successful. So successful is the first one. And the second one I'm going to add at the bottom. This is optional. You can do this wherever you want. I'm going to do failed like this. Okay. So if it was successful, I'm going to also connect this arrow. Then, of course, we could go on to prepare food. But if it wasn't, of course, if it failed, then, for example, we could do like notify customer. So what we're going to do from here is exactly that. So I'm going to go to over here to action, and I'm going to actually create a new one, notify customer over here. There we go. I'm going to place it here, and I'm going to also control the flow. And as you can see, this is basically how it now is. So if it was successful, then we're going to, of course, continue our flow. It's going to go directly to where you can prepare food. But if it was failed, you can notify customer. They can basically try the payment again, and then hopefully it's going to go through. So here we also have to merge. So we kind of diversified using this this decision one. We're going to click on merge now. We're going to merge in here. So again, it's the same symbol pretty much. And we're going to go control flow. We're going to put this in here. There we go. And then the control flow after notifying customer, hopefully payment went through. Then we're going to go to this merge again. And then from the merge one, we can then go to prepare food and then go to deliver order. And last but not least, it's going to go into the final step, which is this one over here. So that's pretty much how you can create yourself your activity diagram. So of course, there's a bunch of different ones you could create. Probably there's like unlimited ways you could do this, but that's just kind of one example. And that's how you do it using these blocks over here on the left. So I hope this video helped you out. If it did, please subscribe to the channel and help me out as well.